Clutch Trucker filmed before a live studio audience. Yes, he's world famous. He's fuzzy. That is Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Okay, made my delivery in Columbus. Now I'm just heading over to the TA in Hebron, Ohio.
4 3/4 miles.
Where I'm going to stay
right
tonight.
to I-70 East.
Thank you, GPS. As I'm coming through downtown Cleveland, I thought I'd do some dash cam and some of me on this one. Because Cleveland, I'm in Columbus. Columbus is actually a very large city compared to most cities. Not quite as big as Cleveland, not quite as big as Cincinnati. And yet, you know, Cincinnati and Cleveland, they get the major sports teams. What does Columbus get? Nothing. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they probably have like a minor league hockey team called like the, you know, Columbus Nipple Freezers or something like that. Or maybe they have a, you know, minor league, you know, baseball team or something called the Columbus Sweatbands. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But anyway, yeah, we're kind of going a little southish right now, but then we turn back due east and we'll go right by main part of downtown Columbus. So I thought that'd be a good thing to show you some dash cam of. Subject of this video is my new inverter. Yeah, I got a new inverter. I have had the 1500 watt Go Power Pure Sine Wave Inverter in this truck since I bought it. So right after I bought it, I brought it straight to a carrier dealer to have them put the APU on, and they installed an inverter with it. And they put on the Go Power. I've been real happy with it. It's an industrial strength inverter, Pure Sine Wave Inverter, which my microwave requires. And it's better on electronics and stuff if you use a Pure Sine Wave Inverter. Like a refrigerator, a hotel dorm-sized fridge will run off of just any inverter, but you tend to burn up their motors faster, their compressors faster. If you have a Pure Sine Wave Inverter, they tend to last a little bit longer. Alright, so now we're bending back to the west here, and you'll start to get downtown Columbus in the view. It's a nice sunny day, and we're heading east, so this is a good time to see downtown Columbus. They got some pretty cool looking buildings in downtown Columbus, I'll give them that. Like I say, it's a fairly large city, but they got robbed of any major kind of sports franchise. So anyway, we're going to do the unboxing of my new inverter. I picked it up on my way to Fort Dodge, Iowa. I drove right through the office there, not literally. That would have been bad. I am coming through! You know, no, didn't do that. Stopped by, said hi to Bo and Efron in the morning and grabbed my inverter, and before I went to my delivery in Fort Dodge, Iowa. So I have that with me in the truck. I had ordered it on Amazon and had it sent to the office since I knew a few days ahead of time I'd be going through that way. This should be a real good shot of the downtown area right here as we're turning back to the left a little bit. Unfortunately, right as we're getting through the downtown area here, I-70 and 71, they're completely rebuilding that junction, and it's all kinds of messed up. So, and we're in the middle of rush hour here now, so that should be interesting. I got to get over one more lane. We'll see if we can cooperate or be ass wagons.
1 1/4 miles. Keep right to I-70 East.
All right, actually able to get over. And of course, you know, here comes all the brake lights to be suspected. Or suspected? Yeah, I guess that's the right word. Expected. There's the word I'm looking for. To be expected.
In either of the 2 right lanes.
Yeah, they've got this all messed up. Seems like every time I come through here, they change it a little bit again. And now the lanes for 70 split. And you gotta get back over here. See, they're redoing this entire interchange. So it's kind of a giant mess. See, there's part of a bridge they're putting up right there. You used to stay to the right lanes only to stay on 70, and say this I'm sure is going to be another year or two before it's all done. They've been working on it for over a year now.
70.
We're getting now we're on the east side of downtown Columbus on our way to Hebron, which is just about another 15 miles or so at most away on the east side. That's where I'll stay tonight. And we're going to do the unboxing of the new inverter. It is another Go Power Pure Sine Wave Inverter. I went ahead and upgraded to the 2,000 watt version. Go Power is more expensive than most Pure Sine Wave inverters because it's an industrial strength. They're going to last longer. The one I have in this truck, the 1,500 watt one, has now lasted close to 5 years. So I can't complain. It's starting to lose its oomph a little bit. My Ninja Foodie requires 1,800 watts of power on startup. I think that's going to help maybe kill it a little bit. And my microwave now, when I'm using it, the red light on the inverter stays on where it used to be kind of a yellowish greenish, meaning it was okay. So that was telling me this one's starting to die. So I figured now would be a good time to go ahead and replace it. I'm going to go ahead and top off the fuel tanks when I get to the TA in Hebron here this evening. You think it costs a lot to fuel your vehicle? I tell you, I've got two 150-gallon, hit the gear here, two 150-gallon fuel tanks on here for a total of 300 gallons. It cost me like a good $850 to fill up this truck. Hello! Yeah, $850 to fill up the truck. So yeah, if you're crying next time you're at the fuel pump, think about me. Yes, it's unboxing time for the 2,000 watt industrial strength Pure Sine Wave Inverter. This one's from Go Power. Yeah, Go Power, actually, they make the better ones. They make the more industrial strength ones. Like I said before, the 1,500 watt inverter in my truck now is a Go Power. That's why I was willing just to go ahead and suck it up and pay the extra money for this one, because there's a whole bunch of off brands that I'd never heard of, like Big Ol' Starp Industries and Giffen Fluff Industries and Curly Nose Hair Industry inverter. I'm gonna go with what I know. This one that's back behind my seat right now, almost 5 years. It's been working just fine. All right. So we bought the Go Power 2,000 watt industrial Pure Sine Wave Inverter. All right, and of course it says converts DC battery power to AC household power, which for wherever you go. And a little trivia for you. Yes, DC, invented by who? Thomas Edison. He was the one who backed DC, or direct current, which is like what a battery on your car, or like a small battery in your appliances, that's direct current. AC, or alternating current, invented by Nikola Tesla, is, and by the way, that's kind of why Tesla cars are named after him, because they're electric cars. But interestingly enough, they use DC power. That's beside the point. But anyway, so AC, or alternating current, is what's used in your home for all your appliances when you plug them into the wall. That's why there's two prongs, because it's alternating, all right? So this makes it so I can run my microwave, my refrigerator, my George Foreman grill, my Ninja Foodie, etc., 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 in my truck. So here's the unboxing. All right, look on the side. You can see it has some more pictures of the actual inverter for you. Shows it's got two GFCI protected outlets. There's where the wires go in on the bottom. There's some accessories you can buy over here. You can buy a remote control if you wanted to, the wiring kit. I have a battery, don't need that. I don't need the remote control or the wiring kit. I already have wires there from the previous one. And the remote control, I don't need that because it's right behind my seat. I can reach back and turn it on or off. What do you think? So, let's unbox. All right, you can see it's fairly large, so we pop out the little things, and I have not opened it yet, so this is a true unboxing. All right, we open the lid, and we have the instruction manual. Okay, we'll put that aside, well, back there for now. And there it is, packed in the foam. Oh, here's something else. This looks like, I think, stuff to protect your wires from where you plug those in, and wire plug-in doohickey bobber bowls. All right, so now we'll pull it out. Okay, got it out of the box. We pull the little foam ends off, and then of course it's wrapped in. Ooh, it's bubble wrap. That means Clutch Trucker can have some fun. Don't you love bubble wrap? Wasn't that one of the best things when you were a kid? Something came in the bubble wrap, I loved it. Anyway, I hope the dimensions are close to the old one so I can use the bolts that are mounted up there to hold the current one in. Of course, it's probably going to be different. But let's pull that bubble wrap out. A couple more pops. Oh yeah. Oh, you just love it. Brings out the kid in you, don't it? All right. Oop, some little piece came off the bottom there. I hope that was protective. All right. So here we go. There it is. The 2,000 watt Pure Sine Wave Inverter, Industrial Pure Sine Wave Inverter from Go Power. They should let me write their jingle. You know, remember when jingles got real short, like Nabisco and by Menon? So how about Go Power? You heard it here first. So if they start using that on their ads, they owe Clutch Trucker some cash. What do you think? FCC warnings all on the back, blah, 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 blah. All right, here's the bottom end. This is where the wires plug in. Right here, they screw on. That's obviously what those little terminal things are for. Actually, I think this is going to be a kind of a different method than the current one. And then there you can plug in a remote control there, I think is what that's for. The fans are at the bottom. And then on the top side, this is where I call it the top because it's going to be mounted against my cabinet behind my seat. You see you've got your GFCI protected outlets here, like in, you know, a bathroom where you have the test and reset. Then you've got the little blinky lights over here that tell you, let's see, what's it telling you? Telling you input voltage, I think, current use voltage, and warning light. It's got some dip switches you can set, and which hopefully I shouldn't have to touch. And then there's another, like a Cat 5 plug there, I guess if you needed to connect it remotely, internetly or something. Then of course here's our switch for on and off, right over here, on, off. There's 3 positions. My other one has 3 positions. So it's on, off, and really on, I guess. Maybe that's why my other one was blinking lately. Makes me think about that. I'll have to check that out. So anyway, that's what it looks like. So now we're gonna have to go take the old one off, see if this one's gonna mount on the same little holes here, the same space, and we'll go from there. Here's my current inverter right down there. Kind of hard to see behind the seat, and it's kind of dark down there. There it is. It's currently on. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, get out of the truck, move the seat forward, and we'll start the unhook process. Okay, there's where my inverter was, behind my driver's seat. So here's my driver's seat. This is my cabinet where I keep clothes and other stuff, and it was mounted right here on the back side of that. You can see where there's dirt around it, and I'm going to be able to use these 2 screws, 2 bolts on this side, but the new inverter of course is wider, so I'm going to have to drill new holes for the new one. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Once I got the wires, which were coming up through the floor from the battery compartment, undone, I put tape on each one of them so if they touch, they're not going to spark. We don't want any sparky sparks right now. Alright, so next I'll put the other inverter up there and mark it so I can drill new holes. Alright, there's the old inverter there on the right, 1500 watt. There's the new one on the left, 2000 watt. Kind of a size comparison. We can get above them and see the difference there. Yep. 1500 watt one's not quite as wide, but a little bit taller. So of course they don't use the same bolt pattern, so that's why I have to drill 2 holes. I can use at least 2 of them, because if you look where I can line them up right next to each other, you can see down there, if I shine some light, see the bolt holes at least line up, so I can keep 2 of the same bolts in there, just have to drill 2 new holes. Alright, there's the new inverter in place. Wires at the bottom were separated on this one where they were together on the other one. And believe it or not, the hardest part was these stupid little covers plastic covers back over the wire. That was the hardest part to put on. I got it back up there mounted on the wall, and it is on and running. So there's the new 2000 watt Pure Sine Wave Inverter from No Power. Installed and now charging Clutch Trucker's life. Well, so there you go. There's the unboxing of the new 2000 watt Go Power Pure Sine Wave Inverter. Started that video last Friday, the 5th. I did the install actually on the Saturday the 6th. Here it is, Monday the 8th. I delivered in on you know, they always have to say on Long Island. You're not in Long Island, you're in New York City, but you're on Long Island. Why is that? Anyway, delivered on Long Island this morning. I was supposed to have a 5 a.m. appointment. I got there at 5 a.m. Nobody's there. Turns out they gave me the wrong address, blah, blah, blah. So what always ends up happening whenever I go to Long Island, which I hate, is I get stuck there all freaking day. Yeah, it's annoying, Rusty. So, of course, as I'm trying to come back out, huge, there's 3 broken down trucks on the way to the George Washington Bridge, so it took me over 3 hours to get back out of the city. Made it back here to Columbia, New Jersey. That's where I am tonight, Monday night. So we delivered, we picked up another load. This one's going to get me through the house for Saturday. It delivers on Friday, so during this week, Thursday, hopefully I'll get through the house and see everybody, and that'll be some good stuff, right? Right, Rusty? So the new inverter's working great. I've already cooked up a couple of things using the microwave and the new inverter, and all lights are staying green when I'm using the microwave now. Where, as I said before, with the older one, the lights were staying red when I was using the microwave. So that's how I knew it was dying. But the new inverter's doing great. So I'm happy I upgraded to the 2000 watts. Haven't used the Ninja Foodie yet, but I will do that soon with the new inverter. I'm thinking because the Foodie is rated at 1800 watts and the inverter is rated at 2000 plus like 4000 surge, it should be just fine. So my new inverter doing great. I recommend Go Power. They're more money, but they're better. They last longer. And I think you're not going to be killing appliances as much. It's worth paying the extra money for the Go Power inverter, in my opinion. Right, Rusty? I kind of woke him up. I've been editing the video and he was kind of sleeping. So look at him. He looks like he's falling asleep right now. You're sleepy. You're sleepy. But anyway, happy with my new Go Power 2000 watt industrial strength Pure Sine Wave Inverter. And my microwave, like I say, does require the Pure Sine Wave Inverter. I put that in the notes on my unboxing video for that Whirlpool because a couple of people have tried that one and they didn't have a Pure Sine Wave Inverter and they didn't work right for them. So sorry for those of you guys who did that, but hopefully that'll straighten it out. Right, Rusty? Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please comment and like if you would like to. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch in a sleepy Rusty. Out. No working gauges, not a one. But the radio still works. And believe me, with all this mess, yeah, the radio is working great. It's clear as a bell. Yeah, he'll perk up for the bacon strips. Right, Rusty? Bacon strips! Bacon strips. Come on. Come on, Rusty, right up here. Come get it. Oh, there you go.